Morning. It's Monday. I don't think I did one of these last time, did I? Did I cancel my last Monday one? I think I did. Anyway, doesn't matter. We're back. It is Monday morning. We are carrying on with some Layton. Done a fair amount. We found a hidden village. Everyone's still a bit about Pandora's box. But got a lead. I think we have to head to a museum, and I'm pretty sure I stopped right outside the museum. Pretty sure I did. But yeah, stuck on a fair amount of puzzles. Wasn't as much as last time. I'm hoping, because it's early, the brain's still switching on. It'll be like, just like, I don't know, logic kicking in quickly, and we'll just fire through all the puzzles. I don't know. We'll see. But there's only one way to find out. No, hold on. Put up the game first. This one. So if we do this and this, it should be all there. Mostly. There we are. Don't actually think we've got anything in here yet, have we? Ah, no, sweet. We can continue though. The mic on? I thought the mic was off for some reason. Yep, museum gate. 59 of them. Get this done. Story so far. When talking to a local shopkeeper, Layton and Luke learn of the Herzen Museum. While the conversation reveals that the museum is their best bet for information on the Elysian box. Next destination now clear, Luke and Layton head to the north part of town to visit the museum. I don't think it checked for coins. I did not. Nah, no more. None on the floor. There's one. Of course, there's one on the floor. Right. Head museum. Before we start. Whoa. Get our Layton hat on. We want to be puzzling. Oh, it's scratching off the hood at the back. This must be the museum. The gate's shut tight. It must be closed. I was hoping to find some useful information inside, but there's no sense standing around waiting. For the time being, continue our investigation elsewhere. Cool. So, with me thinking that, oh, we're going to start at the museum. Nah. Cool. Move on. Here we go. Greetings, strangers. Let me guess. You've come here seeking fame and fortune? Actually, we're searching for an item called the Elysian box. Does that name sound familiar? Wow, that's a fantastic name. Here's a puzzle for sharing that great name with me. Cheers. Clarice, Clarice. A yellowed photograph shows 3 couples. In the photo, no one man is standing directly above his spouse. Of the 3 women present, 2 are sisters and are sitting next to each other. The elder sister's husband is the man without the moustache. So, the elder sister's husband is the man without a moustache, right? Everyone in the picture is wearing a hat, except the husband of the younger sister. The woman, unrelated to the other 2, is sitting in front of the younger sister's husband. So, can you find the man in this lot who is married to neither sister? Right. Let's just get a thinking hat zone, right? So, no one man is standing directly above his spouse. Right, cool. The elder sister's husband is the man without the moustache. So, the elder sister's husband is a man without a moustache. So that's one. The sibling's husband. There was another one that mentioned. Everyone in the picture is wearing a hat except the husband of the younger sister. So, these 2 are married to the sisters. Can you find the man in this lot who's married to neither sister? So that's going to be the oldest sister. That could be the youngest sister. B.
This should do the trick.
That's it. The answer was in the question.
Leaves no puzzle unsolved.
Yep, just requires close reading. Well done, see? Easy. First one, done. Good job and good luck finding that whatchamacallit. You know, the thing with the great name. I bet when you open it, a genie pops out and grabs your wish or something. Nifty. Alright. Well, let's go down this wee side street. See that watchtower, Professor? Something very suspicious about it, isn't there? Thought you might have one. It's not every day you see new faces. Are you visiting from out of town? Yes, in a way, but we're not here to sightsee. We're searching for an antique known as the Elysian Box. Have you heard of it? No, that's the first I've ever heard of it. I wish I had some information for you, but... Oh, I just can't let visitors to a great town go empty-handed. Yeah, it's not a keyring, but please take this puzzle of mine as a souvenir of Folsense. Oh, good. 5 shapes arranged in a sequence, but the 4th shape is missing. Use the 4 visible shapes to determine which of A, B or C should be inserted as the 4th shape of the sequence. I'm bad at these. Oh. Maybe this one then.
This should do the trick.
Aye. I just saw there was a wee arch bit.
There we have it.
Oh, okay, there's an even simpler answer. Numbers. I was thinking there's a wee arch there, and that fit in with that one. Do you know what? The working might be wrong, but the answer was right. I hate to bust your bubble, but if you're leading this Elysian box led you here, you may be out of luck. See, many residents who were Folsense experts skedaddled a few years ago. All started over a strange rumour that spread through the town like wildfire. Even if we're in the right place, maybe no one left to ask. Tell me, what was this rumour? Oh, some silly thing about a curse. I'm not entirely sure what it was, to be honest. But I often find myself wondering where all these people who left Folsense ended up. Maybe in the neighbouring town? You know, gain is any wee coins? No. Oh, there's one. Right, let's head on. Oh, that scared me silly, Professor. What's making that awful racket? I don't know, but I think it's coming from right above us. Quick look up the stairs. Not before we check for... Maybe coins? Nah. There's one. Right, let's head up. Another quick swatch for coins. Yeah, there do be a ton of garlic. Blasted vampires, get off my property. Are you alright, mister? Who goes there? Wait, you don't need to tell me. I know vampire henchmen when I see them. Oh, wait a second. What are you talking about? Just heard the scream and came to investigate. Suit you, Sonny, but it won't do any good. I see through your vampire lies. If you really want me to believe you're not a vampire, you'll solve this puzzle and you'll do it quickly. I will try. In one quiet town, there's a tower that commands a view of the whole town. Since you can see every building in town from the other... But no, try that again. Since you can see every building in town from the tower, logic dictates that you should be able to see the top of the tower from any building in town. As you can see in the map shown below, however, there's one building in town for which you clearly have no chance of seeing the top of the tower, no matter which window you look out of. Right. Oh, wait. This one? So that's right in front of it. And it's no windows. I mean... Unless it's this one because it's like there's no windows. But this doesn't have windows. But it keeps pointing to that.
Just leave it to me. Whoops, that wasn't right.
Aye, I'm aware that's what I was trying to do. But like could be that one. Could it be as simple as just this building because there's no windows, but then like could be the stadium.
Let's see if this works.
Alright.
Looks like I've botched that one.
This is gonna be something stupid like it's the actual tower's the answer. Can that even be chosen?
Here goes. Piece of cake.
Cool. Okay. Pretty good for a vampire. Unless you're not one of the blood-sucking suckers underlings after all. If that's how it is, then you listen to me and I'll tell you you'd best keep away from the castle over yonder. I think I know where we're going next. It's the nest of the most fearsome undead creature around. A real, live vampire. A real live vampire, you say? Don't make me say it again. Rumours have surfaced regarding a vampire said to live in the castle at the edge of town. Terrified by such talk, not a soul in Folsense dares to go near the castle. Could a vampire actually be living up in Helsen Castle? Helsen Caps. Aye, Helsen. Any more info? You see that castle way off yonder? There's a vampire's lair. Cool. See him up there swooshing around this fancy cape. It's gunning for me and anyone else who'd stand up and fight for the town. Good luck with that. Okay, so how do I get to... Just slip on through? This place gives me a bad feeling. Who knows what could be lurking down that path? Where I can see it's just an expansive wilderness. Let's leave it be for now. I feel like that's the way to the castle though. How am I looking here? That's what we're after. There we go. This whole place is covered in garlic. Definitely smells like it. Yes, it's very pungent. The good thing I brought a handkerchief. My eyes are watering. My nose hurts just being here. Finally, some customers. Come in, come in. It's been months since anyone came by. My shop's been out of favour with the townspeople recently. I can see why, or well, I can smell why. Okay, my shop smells, so what? It's not for the good of my health, you know. It's for protection. We've got what you might call a bit of a vampire problem here in town. And garlic keeps them away, see? Vampires? Seriously? I look like I'm joking, boy? You've seen that castle over there, haven't you? It's where the vampire lives. At least that's what people say. I'm not saying I believe the talk, but you can never be too prepared, you know. Okay. Alright, let's do a wee swing around the front again. Oh, spoke to you. Still closed. Yeah. Right, let's just swing back round. Oh, Mr. Beluga, it's been ages. I haven't seen you in donkeys. Did you find the thing in the end? Ugh, I wish. I told Sam to track it down, but that boy's as useful as a chocolate frying pan. Oh, don't fret like that, love. You'll get wrinkles in that distinguished brow of yours. Hey up then, Mr. Bee Duck. How about coming inside for a catch-up? So just see that? Mr. Beluga just went into that cabaret. Let's take a closer look, shall we? Nice, smooth Layton. Oh, it's a wee cabaret? Well, whoa, can't be ignoring that now, can we? Jeez, man. Should have figured out how to just make his nose tight on my head. This is just like, you just place it gently on. Hope it balances. Hello, love. You must be that tall, dark, handsome stranger my horoscope's been promising. Coming in to see the show, aren't you, ducky? I apologise, madam, but we're in the middle of... Hey, young girl, shy of me, are you? Thanks that you were blushing under that big hat. Who's your little friend there? He's a right strapping lad, isn't he? Aren't you, love? Me? I'm sorry to change the subject, but I couldn't help you but notice Mr. Beluga entering your cabaret. Oh, one of Mr. B's friends, are you? Something like that, yes. Tell me, does Mr. Beluga visit here often? Well, you could certainly call him my patrons to the arts, love. I'm not one to go chatting about customers, just any old charmer who walks past. Oh, but you're a handsome devil, aren't you? Charming, dapper, and such a gentleman. Joe, you got some brains behind that pretty face, and I might get a bit indiscreet. Best get this sorted then. I have this old necklace. It's not really to my taste anymore. I've decided to sell it, but when I was getting it valued the other day, I realised something strange. Each stone is worth a different amount, but there's a way for me to break the necklace up into 3 smaller ones that are worth the same total. Can you work out where to make the cuts? Right. Wait, hold on. Oh, so if I do it like that, and you've got 1, 2, 3. Right, okay. Got you. Got you. So, just quick. Keep the higher value ones. Each section is going to have a high value one. So, cut here. Let's say we cut there. That's 1900, 24, 25. That is 16, 28. That's too much. Oh wait. Do that. What's that? 2100, 2600. And that was 16 to 8. There's 900. Getting too much. I feel like this is going to be like really simple. Right, so if I do that, that's 28. Yeah, 2800. And we've got 1, 6, 9, 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 26. 26 is there. That's 19, that's 2500. So if we cut that there, put that there, that'd be an even 2000. Can't get an even 2000 for the rest of them now. But I can get 2500. 19, 21, 5. It's 26 again. Oh wait. 5, 6, 7, and then 6. It's 25. So each one section is going to have a grand. Am I adding that right? That's 2000, 2100, 2500. That's 2600. That's 2700. So this and this. Oh, hold. So that would be 2900. And then 2,400, 2,500. That drops that 28 less. Do this and this. That's 2,200. 19, 23, so that's too much. That's way too much. Excuse a hint. Okay. So the total value, which doesn't tell me, that's fine. 900, 1200, 1100, 200, and 100. Okay. Total value is 7,800, so we do need 2,600 in each section. So that would be 2,600. Yeah. And then 1,000, 1,100. That there. 1,000. 2,100, 3, 6, and then 8, 9, 10, 4, that. There we go.
Consider this puzzle solved.
Sorted.
And there we have it.
Oh, 2,600. Easy. Oh, no, solve puzzles for all the girls. Now, the Mr. B is definitely here looking for something, but I don't rightly know what. You can't have much luck because he's a right cob on whenever I've seen him lately. Fair enough. I know, like that here is slow going, isn't it? Indeed. Perhaps our only real choice is to wait for the Health Museum to open. If that's the case, maybe we should revisit the museum. Even though it might have not opened up when we were away. You have a point, look. I hope the museum proves more useful to us this time than it did last. Back to the museum it is then. Cool, shortcut up. Gate is open. So, wee bit of a delay, but we'll still visit the museum. Look, do you hear that? Sounds like the conductor missed the beluga around again. Nothing? You don't even have as much as a lead on it. I thought I told you to find it and find it fast. Uncle, you gotta cut me some slack. It's no piece of cake sneaking around with a fuzz on my tail. Plus, that Professor Dude from London has been out playing detective. Give me a low profile takes it of a guy, you know what I'm saying? Isn't it a good professor? Ken, how's it going, pal? Been a hot minute, how are you? I'm loving that wee badge as well. Wee Totodile. Love it, man. Yeah, doing good. Good. I'm tired, but good. Smashing the puzzles, so, you know, my brain's not properly kicked in, so I'm able to just, like, the logic bit's taken over. It's just, like, get it done. I'm flying through it. I do love a wee Totodile. Don't know if it's my favourite of those starters, but it's very, very, very close second. If you're coming from the run about, wait, take a break. Besides, if I get caught sneaking around like this, you always better lay about, Samuel. Stop moaning and get back to the task at hand. Until you find that box, I better not hear the word break coming out of your mouth. So how things been? What you been up to? Let me know. Talk to me. What you been up to, man? Oh. Gosh, Mr. Blugger really let him have it. Do you think he was the one who opened the gate? I'm not sure, though it appears that while the gate is open, the museum itself is still closed. Let's put this discussion aside for a moment. Take a look, do you recognise the symbol at our feet? We got a diary with that wee symbol on it. The stone has been walled down over the years, but I've definitely seen this design before. Symbol in the book. That it does, but I'm certain I've seen something like this in another location too, but where? What? Are we Layton hang? Morning, Cassie, how's it going? You know about this hat. Come on now. How are you doing? How's your morning so far? What is it, Professor? We must locate Inspector Chelmy at once. I need to see that photo he acquired from the crime scene. This town's so big, how are we going to track him down? Cabaret. Quite late now. We may have returned to the hotel for the night. Oh, okay. Fair enough. To the hotel. Mate, tell me about it. I slept in. I was like, you know what, I'll set a wee alarm for 7:30. I'll be like, I'll get up early, go for a walk, get woken up. But 5 to 9 rolls round, I'm like, oh dear, I got shit done to do. Definitely closed. Just plug along. No work Mondays. Nice. You got building work in the house. Oh, you're doing it. All right. Okay. Right. Hold on. Let's not cut ahead. No work Mondays, but you got building work on the house at the mo. Dipping your toe into trying to set song speedrun. Right. Got you. Odd man. How long's the building work on for then? And I do like those non-working Mondays. I only get every second Monday, but it's nice. And how's the Silk Song speedrun going? I keep looking at it and I'm like, oh, do I want to? And I probably do. I got one of the speedrun achievements for Hollow Knight. I'm very tempted to go for the Silk Song one. I just know if I've got the patience. It's all good, Cash. I'm here. I was only 5 minutes late, so not too bad. Thank you. I like to try and commit to these. I know it's not like the full Layton thing, but it's better than nothing. I've got my wee badge, coin as well. But another few weeks. Well, fingers crossed it all goes well. Hopefully it finishes ahead of schedule as well, so you can just feel like you can like properly relax when there's like work going on in the house. You're just like, you kind of just live how you normally would. But it's been fun to mess with after 100% rather than just doing another normal run. You probably did. Yeah, it's all practice, isn't it? Like practice, you'll get to it. I believe in you, Ken. Like you've got the 100%. We've both got the 100%. We both went through all that, so we kind of know the ins and outs of where to go, what to do. But I like to say it's the dying. It's always the dying. Howdy, my name's Gregorio, and I'd rather run around in a chicken suit than go one day without chess. Do I get my good side and hear what I have to say? Fine, but first, a little chess. Gold. Oh, it's a 40. Right. Lead the knight on a trip around the board. Chess knights move 2 squares. Yeah, okay. Move knight around the entire board, landing on each square only once. Oh, right, okay. I've got you. And there. Damn. Right, so if we start here. I think basically kind of mirror everything. Then there. And I go there. Oh. Right. If I go here, then here. Yep. Oh. I thought I had it there. Right. Here. And here. Oh, shit, I've done it again, haven't I? Right, so if I go there, then there. Right. Should we go there? Then I'll need to go here. Oh, it's even worse. Right, so we'll go here, here, and here. Here, here, and here. I just did the exact same thing as the last time. Right. Here and here. And then there, there. This one square that's messing me up. Right, so if I go here and here and here, and then continue this wee pattern to not finish it. Okay. Then what if I go there? That'll take us here. Right. Also no. He's doing the wrong thing again. God. Right. This and this. Right, so when I've got a 2 option, go here, and then here, here. I have to do this, then this, then this, then this, then this. That's it.
This should do the trick.
That's the one.
True gentleman leaves no puzzle unsolved.
Next tour is a classic puzzle that's well known in many countries. I will choose to believe you. Very nice, sonny boy. There's a lot more where that came from. Let's take a breather for now so you can hear my spiel. Back in the day, this town was full of aristocratic families, but one day, they all just up sticks. The Herzen family is pretty much the only upper crusty family left in town. And they're the vampires, apparently. Yep, museum doors are shut tight. There's no going in there. See, Layton needs to get on this, breaking and entering. He'd figure stuff out a lot faster if he did, rather than, let's go find Chelmay, let's have a sleep. You alright there? Seems to be ailing you. Every day I stand out here for hours and hours. All that standing makes my knees creak like crazy. I should really start scheduling a missed shift break or something. You should. Being a doorman does sound like an exhausting job. Perhaps a cup of tea would help restore your spirits. Working at 5-star restaurants has made me a fussy drinker. But if you can brew up something that tastes mild with a hint of spice, I'll be a happy camper. It's sweet. Nah, we don't. We don't have the stuff for you. Go it. Who's got time for tea? Where is this hotel? Nah, you want tea? I ain't giving it to you. Right, chill me. Inspector, there's something I need to ask you. Can you spare just a moment? Ah, Layton. So you've been busy. Didn't think you'd manage to solve 50 puzzles so soon. You've been very busy sniffing around town for clues. Tell me, has your search yielded any genuinely useful facts yet? Another missing dog, perhaps? Perhaps. Would you mind showing me the photo you recovered from the doctor's flat? Oh, I understand there's a clue to be found in that photo. Well, I see you've solved 50 puzzles already, so I can tell you're serious about the investigation. My top priority is solving the case. If you think you can help, I might as well show you the thing. What the devil? Something the matter, sir? There's a hole in my blasted pocket. Oh no. You're not a fan of Chelmay, are you, Cashy? Scattering the pieces about without even noticing. This is a low point in my career. Seems all that remains of the photos is one scrap. 15 other pieces. Perhaps not. The pieces were still in my pocket when I went to the Folsense. Of that much I'm sure. Do you recall the path you took around town over the past couple of hours? Oh, bits of it, yes. Let's see. Right. Okay. I took a few turns, but only one at a junction that had a cafe on it. I also passed in front of one hat shop, and I didn't walk any further than necessary. Nah. He's not. He's just noticed there a giant hole in his pocket. And that's not like a wee tiny one. His whole hand went in there. So you're like, okay. Right. So I took a few turns, but only one at a junction that had a cafe on it. So if you go that way, and then turn, and that way, and you pass the hat shop, and one with a flower shop too. Oh, wait. Ah, but you made a few turns. Junction with a cafe. One with a flower. Don't think that's right. Took a few turns, but only one at a junction that had a cafe on it. And one with a flower shop too. Oh, making a turn. Hold on. So you made a turn at a junction that had a cafe and then one with a flower shop. And you passed in front of one with the hat shop. Okay. But it doesn't necessarily mean that was the order it was taken. It doesn't have to be cafe first. So we go this way, and there's a there's a hat shop, make a turn. No, there's a flower shop. Past the hat. Oh, and a cafe, no turn.
And now to test my theory.
Nah.
Well, I suppose that's one possibility eliminated.
Right, okay. A few turns, but only one at a junction that had a cafe on it. Also passed in front of one hat shop and one flower shop too. Right, so only passed one flower shop and one hat shop. So do that. There's your one. That's him taking a turn at a junction with a cafe. But it took a few turns. One hat, one flower shop.
This should do the trick.
Nah.
Well, I suppose you can't win them all.
Okay. So, what if we go this way? So, here we go. We've passed one flower shop. Took a few turns, past one hat shop. It took a few turns. There's a turn.
Consider this puzzle solved. Oh, my. This one is quite formidable.
Let's view some hints. Inspector said he took one turn at a junction with a cafe, but that doesn't mean he had to turn in the direction of the cafe he saw. Instead, what he's essentially saying is that he was only able to turn once at any junction facing a cafe. Begin by heading right. When you reach the goal, you'll be coming at it from the left. Okay. So, start by going right, but we're coming at it from here. And we passed one flower shop. Cafe, one hat. That was the first one we tried. It's not that. What if we make a turn? What if we go down here? Look, there's your hat shop. There's your flower shop.
This should do the trick.
There we go. Do you know what? Fine.
Wonderful.
Cool. The search for the scraps is just beginning. That's what we like to hear. And after leaving the northeast corner of town, I came straight back to the hotel. That should be enough information to get started, thank you. Look, let's see if we can recover the pieces of that photo by retracing the inspector's steps. What's so important about that photo, Professor? I'm unsure of the photo's content, but I have every confidence that will lead us to the Elysian box. Say no more, I'm sold. After all, your intuition never fails. Let's hurry to the northeast of town. Now we can get there through the little path where that bulldog was sitting. Excellent. Ah, that's fine. Just missed a couple. Right, so I know where that dog is. Yeah, let's do it. Yep, 6 puzzles. That's not bad. Shadows on the street corner. There we go. This way, the dog should be here. Or this way. Oh wait, I'm seeing the arrow. Arrow's here. Bulldog's blocking the path to the northeast corner. How do I get through? And the bulldog seems to have had a change in temperament since we last met. Looks really hungry, Professor. I think he'll let us pass if we bring him a snack. Very well. I seem to remember our grocer's beneath the watchtower. Off we go then. It's quite the dog, isn't it? But don't you worry about it, Kashi. You've got a meeting and you get there, you smash that meeting. It's going to be one of those things where it's like, I don't have money, but I'll give you something for free if you solve my puzzle. Yep. Hello, gents, how can I help you today? I'm in desperate need of food for a hungry dog. Do you have anything that fits the bill? Well, that's the most interesting request I've heard all day. I don't have anything on a tin, but this leftover beef shank will make Rover sit up and beg. That should do nicely. Would you be willing to part with it? Of course, I just hope your dog likes garlic. I'm sure there won't be a problem. Good, good. Now, I won't charge you a penny, but you have to solve this puzzle. Yep. Does anybody in this town make money? Garlic is a wonderful seasoning when used in moderation, but the smell can be pretty potent. Someone put garlic cloves in this intricate container and they're really stinking up the room. Use the 2 cocks below to help our friend deal with the smell. Touch your screen and the place you want to put the cocks. Your answer must use no more than 2 cocks. Alright, so following. That leads to here, so that's 1 cock. And then follow this one. Oh, I kind of lead the same way anyway. Right, 1, 2, boom.
Let's see if this works.
What?
Well, I'm stumped.
Hold the bus. Hold the bus. If we follow that route, right? That takes us up, round. That splits off, so that leads to there. This one, follow this route instead. Yeah, that loops back round. That's fine. So follow that round. I'm going this way. Interesting. Because that route takes us to this cock here. That route takes us to this cock. This one goes round in a circle. Hmm.
Here goes.
My
Looks
God,
like
none.
you botched that one.
Right, I've got 2 more solutions in my head, so I'm just going to try them.
Just leave
Oh
it
wait,
to
just
me.
1 more solution.
Well, I'm stumped.
We can't use more than 2. So we've tried that one. Tried that one. We've also tried this one. What if we just stop on one of them?
Here goes. Whoops, that wasn't right.
Okay. Right, do you know what? I'm not going to lose any more pick-rats. So just right. We're just going to push through.
Let's see if this works. Well, I'm stumped.
Okay. See, I swear, see if the answer is using none.
Let's see if this works. Whoops, that wasn't right.
Do you know what? Let's try that. Let's try, the solution is we're using no cocks.
Let's see if this works.
Okay, that's definitely not the answer.
Whoops, that wasn't right.
Right, so I've tried no cocks. Tried one in the left, one in the middle, one in the right, all wrong. Left and middle, wrong. Middle and right, wrong. Left and right, wrong. Use my function to trace which openings in the container lead to the garlic cloves, which I did. In fact, all 3 openings in the container connect to the garlic, it's a bit strange. How to contain the smell then? Since you're only allowed to use 2 cocks, you can't block all 3 openings. You'll just have to look for another set of openings that can be sealed off. Another set of opening. Right, so if they're all... Right, hold on. Hold the bus. Another set of openings that can be sealed off only using 2 cocks. What other openings are you talking about? I can't put these anywhere else. I'm so confused. Let's just get in the place you want to put the cocks. Your answer must have no. Right, this is an odd one. So, excuse me. I can't seem to place them anywhere else. I can't. I thought it was going to be something that I'll kind of like plug the garlic. I don't know. I'm so confused. Even with all the hints, this doesn't make sense. They connect to the garlic, so how to contain the smell. Since you're only allowed to use 2 cocks, you can't block all 3 openings. Yeah. You'll just have to look for another set of openings that can be sealed off. Only 2 cocks. Oh.
Here
His
goes.
nose.
That was almost too easy.
Right, that's a wee bit out there. Right. Uh-huh. You want for this beef shanks? It was all yours. God, everybody's accent keeps changing. I can't keep up with what voice I've got for people. Right. Not a fan of that puzzle, I'm not going to lie. Went the wrong way. Everybody's wanting tea. Right. Right. There you go. You have some beef shank. That is one massive bit of meat for that dog. I think a little offering did the trick. I don't think this dog is going to be doing any snarling anytime soon. We can finally explore the rest of town now. That's where the cafes, floral shops and hat shops are. Thought I might have something. Going to wear your souls out if you're going to wear souls out if you keep running around like that, fellas. Rest your feet for a minute while you solve this puzzle of mine. Look. You've stacked 3 dice in the column. At the points where 2 dice touch, the faces that are touching are up to 5. If one visible face at the bottom die is showing a 1, what number must be on the top face of the die? Each die is identical and all sets of opposing faces on each die add up to 7 just like any other die. Okay. One visible face at the bottom die showing a 1. Oh, the top. Yeah. The faces that are touching add up to 5. So, is that these add up to 5 then? Oh, yeah. So that and that makes 5. That. So, clear that. So if that and that make 5, that must be a 4. These two make 5. That must be a 1. Touching if one visible face at the bottom die is showing a 1, what number must be on the top face of the die? I thought it was something about adding up to 4. Am I just making up stuff in my head now? One visible face at the bottom of the die showing a 1. What number must be on the top face? It could be... Well, 6 is going to be at the other side here, right? This seems like a really simple one, and my brain is actually starting to hurt a bit. Right. That last puzzle's just pure thrown me. Right, let's see. Oh, okay, so. Nice, simple bits, right? We got 3 dice. And where they touch, faces add up to 5. So that's 1. That must be 4. The other one has to be 1. One visible face in the bottom of the die showing 1. What number must be on the top face of the top die? Each die is identical and all sets opposing faces in each die have 7 just like that one. Right, cool. So, excuse me. Opposite side of these ones, always going to be 6. Opposite side of that is going to be a 3. Oh, hold on. That's 2. Why so 2 dice touch? The faces that are touching add up to 5. Right. Hold on. So that would be... Oh, this kind of breaks the rule though. So that and that is 5, and that must be 1. So then there's going to be 6 here. 6 there. And that can only be a 1. That doesn't make sense. Morning, Dan. How's it going, pal? Because that'd be a 3 on that side. How are you? How was your weekend? How's your morning gone? Back here would be a really horrible, roughly drawn 6. 6 there. And 1. Doesn't make sense because that need to be 3. So this is definitely 4. I saw how busy your weekend was. But you're feeling good. It's all done, productive. You're like, yeah, sorted, done. I'm doing all right. Doing not bad. Fucking solo. Like, I stupidly left the gym to yesterday instead of Saturday, and I'm suffering today. But it's all good. Nice. Feeling good after the gym sesh. They always feel good after, like on the day, but see the next day when I'm just sore and I'm just like, oh, just no. Just like all across here, just so much pain. Right, so if 1 and 6 is there, that's going to be the opposite. Is 4 there, 3 there, 5 and 2, so 5. I think it's 5. Or is it 2?
And now to test my theory. Well, I suppose that's one possibility eliminated.
You know what, actually? Let me just... a pack of dice. I don't know why I've got the game yet. They're sitting here. Right. We've got a 1. We got a 4. We've also got a 1. See? It can't be 5. It must be 2.
Consider this puzzle solved.
Not a 2.
Oh, my. This one is quite formidable.
Oh, it's going to be 3 or 4. I'm just going through all the answers there. It's going to be 3 or 4.
This should do the trick.
Fuck off!
Oh, my. This one is quite formidable.
Only be one other number. I have not worked this one out. I've done so piss poorly with this.
And now to test my theory. Oh,
What?
this one is quite formidable.
Yes, sides, today's my Monday. How you doing, Si? Excuse me. You've just arrived for a failing as well. That is true. Sunday wasn't meant to be. And then by the time I was like, oh yeah, I could stream, it was like 3:30, so I didn't. It played. Oh, hold on. Hold on. I know what I've done. Let's see. I think there was a bit of an issue that should be fixed. So if I do this. Hold on. It played in my ear, but it didn't come through. Hold on. This is not working for some reason. What is happening with these sounds?
Whoa! Limited edition!
That plays. Why doesn't...
Hanging on me
Right, you got that one. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. There's a sound for you. Oh. Yeah. There's a sound. Right. Do you know what? There's only one I haven't tried, which isn't right, but
And now to test my theory.
6 is bullshit.
And there we have it.
What? Do you know what? Okay. Right, puzzle's done. There was only one answer left, but do you know what? I don't even care. It just didn't make sense. Well, see... Oh, hold on. Grab that. So, the way I had it was like, we've got 3... Not to me, it didn't. So it was like, you've got 3 dice stacked, right? The bottom one was 1. The faces that are touching need to add to 5. So then you've got 1 and 4, right? But then if the other one, there we go. Middle and top add to 4, it needs to be 1. So these 2 faces make 5. So when it's like, what's on top could be 5, or, well, it could be 2, 3, 4, 5. When it's like, oh, it was 6 is the one on top, you're like, well, how could it be if one's facing me? You know what? Doesn't matter. Doesn't fucking matter. Yeah, the face is touching, so if you've got 1 and 4 that are touching, you've got like a row of 3, the bottom one's 1, the 2 faces, so bottom and middle touching, need to add to 5. So the middle one has to be 4. So then the middle and top that are touching add to 5. The top one must be 1. God, 13 scraps of paper to find. Right, let's go left. You know what, it's done. Don't need to worry about it. Right. Another photograph. Do you know what? We don't even need to try and figure out the inner workings of Chelmie's head. Who's got the time? Oh, there's Katya. Do you know what? We're done with the arguing, moving on. The puzzle's done. Don't need to think about it. Like, don't even need to worry about it. What I'm going to do is put all this shit away though. But Sai, how are you? What is the plan for breakfast? Whoop. And how was your weekend? Did you get up to much? What do you usually get up to? Well, Dan had a very productive weekend. Oh, very nice. Oh, Mr. Anderson's daughter. Yes, my name is Katya. What brings you to Folsense? I'm sorry, but I can't really talk about it. Excuse me, I've got to get back to my search. Goodbye. What you're looking for is like, not your business, look. Maybe. This cat was headed to Folsense all along, just as we were. Look, I believe we've uncovered the identity of the third party asking around about the Elysian box. Okay, I was looking for the Elysian box as well. It was maybe the only possibility, yes. Right, so we're looking for it. Beluga's looking for it. Catty's looking for it. Right, 11 to go. Dead end. Oh, it's not. Hold on. Just back up a minute. Expect the Chelmie gets around. You seen any scrap bits of paper? Folsense, the Gilded Town. Oh aye, that's what they used to call this place when I were a little one. They used to work down the mine that gave the town its nickname, see? Well, I did until they closed it down a few years ago, isn't it? Even now, I sometimes catch crooks sneaking down out of the mine to see if anything's down there. They always come back with nothing though. Counting that boil. Certainly heard rumours of the great fortune Duke Herndon left behind. You're a treasure hunter too, boyo? In that case, take it from me. The real money's not in that mine. It's in the Duke's castle, isn't it? You might have a bit of trouble getting in, mind, considering there's a vampire living up there. Alright, enough moidering. I've got to get back working out what this scrap of paper is here. Scrap of a photo and we've been looking all over for it. Oh, so it's yours, is it? Well, I haven't got any use for it, so you better take it. Right, so I need to go and speak to a lot of folk then. This place sure has some unusual art. I don't know what to make of this picture. And it kind of looks like a hat. And here, are these weird shapes some kind of code? Seems as if you stumbled across a puzzle. A series of figures are arranged and numbered as shown here. As you can see, the figure that should go in space 1 is missing. Can you draw that figure that belongs in this space? Aye. Slightly status over the guidelines to draw the figure. Ah, okay. Going to be that. If you look down the middle, A, that's B, C, D, E, F. Then an A mirror imaged.
Just leave it to me. Piece of cake.
Piece of pish. Now we'll see how it works. Easy. Right. Got 9 pieces of paper to find. Couldn't go in anywhere. You got some coins though. I hope in the Layton game they say piece of piss instead of piece of cake. Oh god, if only, yeah. Going here. No. Can't go any further. Can we go further? No, definitely can't. All games should say piece of pish when you solve something. Right. I don't like to brag, but I make the best pancakes you've ever tasted, guaranteed. Thing is, where the flour is out of this world, I have trouble getting the size to be consistent. Serving them can be such a pain because you need to stack them just so. Here, I'll show you. I'll say it was most common for other games. This is probably for AI. That was the thing with level 5, wasn't it? They said that the Layton game is going to be like full AI, unfortunately. Can you move the pile of pancakes from the blue plate on the left to the red plate on the right? Not as easy as it sounds. You can only have one pancake at a time. And blah blah blah. Okay, right. This. Oh, I think I've done this like the longest way possible. This and this and this. Oh, not that way. I've got that there, that there. Boom, boom. Do you know what? 31 moves. Not bad.
Consider this puzzle solved.
Oh, is it? I thought it was confirmed that the latest game was just going to be full AI. Or was heavily hinted at that it was going to be AI. You'll juggle those pancakes. Next time I grease up my pan, you're welcome to use. You're welcome to as many as you can eat. We got a hamster toy, but that doesn't help. Well, I want people to stop demonizing generative AI. Thought there was something to do with that. Oh, it's writing 80% of 80% or more of the studio's code these days. It's like, oh no, we're not using that, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see. I mean, it's not like I'll be playing it when it comes out, so. Picked up 7 scraps so far, but I suppose we've still got more work ahead of us. I was far from over. It would seem we're about halfway there, given or take a piece. But we've walked length of this alley, and I think it's safe to say we won't find anything else here. Cool. Just wandering about town, looking for pieces of paper, talking to everybody. Let's wait. Right, I've got other things to play. I've no actual need for one. I keep thinking about getting one. I'm like, you know what? Weighing up against the stuff I do play, it would just sit there. So, turn the space over the ground. That'll be part of the photo. Fine. It makes no difference to me. I might take some legwork, but HP spin is close to the answer. Yep. I do. I've got plenty to keep me busy. The board shown in the picture in life is wired on the underside, so that holding contact points A and B together turn lights on. Right. Look at the board in the centre. This light has 3 contact points, A, B, and C. No matter whether you hold the contact points A, and B, B and C, or A and C together, the light stays on. In that case, how must the wires be connected on the underside of the board? Draw a solution that requires a fused number of connectors. The dotted red line indicates a known wire. Right, so no matter whether you hold contacts A and B, B and C, or A and C, the light stays on. Okay. So that's connected to that. Oh, I was going to say this. Oh, it's just the one extra wire. No, so I would need to connect to this though. Right. Let me just start that again, right? The board shown in the picture on the left is wired on the underside, so the holding contact points A and B. Right, so A needs to be connected to light, B needs to be connected to the battery. Right. With you. Look at the board in the centre. Light has 3 contact points, A, B, and C. No matter whether you hold A and B, B and C, or A and C, in that case, how must the wires be connected on the underside of the board? Well, if they're always on, that'll just mean the battery's touching the light like all the time. Or is it these need to be touching for it to be on? No matter if these are all touching.
And now to test my theory.
Yeah. If the light's always on.
Wonderful.
Yeah. There we go. Aye. It stays on no matter what. Oh, cheers, Duke. Right. 8 left. Oh, yeah. Nah, he wants tea. She ain't getting. And there we go. We need... Wait. Do we have 7? No. We need 7. Why is it always such a kerfuffle about warning people away from that castle? Even if you wanted to go, it's impossible to get up there. The forest gate is always locked. Take it that's the sole path to the castle then. You actually want to go there, don't you? It's a weird and scary place, but I know the feeling. The gate only opens to let this old stagecoach through though. You hide in the bushes and wait for the coach, you might be able to sneak in behind it. So special about the stagecoach that the gate opens only for it. It heads up to the castle every day about the same time. Maybe it delivers raw steaks and blood for the vampires' dinner. But I really have no idea. All kinds of dangerous stuff happens in the woods, so they just stay out there. Fair dues. Oh, breakfast done. Nice. It's not as productive as Dan's. No. I don't think anybody's was, to be honest. Let's see. Gonna let us in now. No, okay. That'll be for later on in the game. And then the watchtower. Again. Watch some stuff, finish Wario World, sword washing. Yeah, that's all productive. Still top of the vampire's castle. Oh, getting shit done. That's what we like. Oh, wait. I need to speak to folk, didn't I? Just in case they're holding one. It smells garlicky. Right, okay, yeah. So in the garlic chat. Right, done. Looks like the inspector's found a new victim to grill. So the only way to Folsense is through a narrow mountain pass in the Voluntary Express. In other words, no one gets in or out of town without getting on that train, correct? See, someone's been up late doing the homework. You've got your facts straight, love. Age takes its toll on the memory, you know. You can never tell by looking, but I'm no spring chicken. That's quite enough, madam. If you're sure about the route into town, then we're finished here. Martin, let's go. I mean, yes, sir. Blow me down. He's dashed off. Some boys can't sit still for 5 minutes. I'll be embarrassed to poor lamb. Only wants them to come in and see a show. Go. 5 left. Wait, that's... Yep, that's the way it came from. Let's go this way. That's like, you want tea. What you doing there? A young man? Looking for pieces of a torn photograph. Have you seen any pieces around? Yeah, the wind blew this thing by me. Is this what you're looking for? The law of the playground is finders keepers, but you can have it if you solve this puzzle. Right. Disappearing act. The rules are simple. You can move any ball on the board as long as it satisfies the following conditions. To move, jump your selected ball over an adjacent space occupied by another ball into an empty space on the other side, but not diagonally. Once you've made the jump, the ball jumped over disappears from the board. To complete the puzzle, you must move over the ball's board except for one. Alright. So, do that, then we can do that. Then I've messed it up. What if we go this way first? And this way, and this way, and this way, this way.
And now to test my theory.
Ah,
A true gentleman leaves no puzzle unsolved.
I did see that said disappear in Act 1, so there will be more. Egg Solitaire. They used to be lots of people for this way back when. Then everyone just up and left. I mean, they made a new wee town. Know this. Let's go this way. Actually, before I go that way, we went way back to the front of town. Don't play in the forest in the edge of town. It's what I heard from the people who went treasure hunting in that dusty castle outside town. They also say that a vampire with big fangs lives up there. Yikes. You talk about the vampire that say lives in Helston Castle? Well, gosh, if you know what I was talking about, why'd you make me explain it? Anyway, even though the whole Fang thing sounds creepy, that old vampire's nothing to be scared of. As long as you have a cross or some garlic, you'll be right as rain. Actually, I bet you a slice of garlic bread would be enough to do the trick. Listen, I'm gonna ask you two. Do you know what this is? The wind blew it over here earlier. Oh, autograph scrap. Well, you should have it. I was going to throw it away. But I went this way. Excellent. Is he going to have another one? Oh, you're in full sense now, kids, so go on and dream big, because anything's possible here. Let me welcome you newcomers with a little riddle. Celebrates a plaza like the one you and I are standing in right now. Plaza puzzle. Right, so there's a big old statue in the middle of this plaza. Guys, while we are all like, God, I wish I was productive as Dan. Still, a nice chill weekend would have been nice for you. So there's a big old statue in the middle of this plaza. When you take away the area occupied by the statue, the plaza looks sort of donut-like in shape. What you have to do is divide this donut-like plaza into two identical shaped parts using only one line. Where you're getting it by idea is the dotted line shown won't cut it because it's actually two lines. Yep. What is that? What was that? Using only one line, but it can't go through the center. Because that would be two lines. I'm seeing this big dragon here though. Like, that would be two lines again because it's cutting through the middle. So it's gonna be like curved round this, unless it's going to be like, oh no, wait, hold on. Two identically shaped parts using only one line. Or shaped, so they don't necessarily need to be the same size. Could just do that. And we've got two circles.
Consider this puzzle solved.
There we go.
And there we have it.
Draw a circle around the plaza, about 1/3 of the way from the middle. The line will divide the donut shape into two identically shaped figures, not directly proportional. I think they were quite lenient with where that circle was and how it wasn't fully circle, but stay away from the forest to northwest of town. Right, that's the warnings we're going to keep getting. Train still stopped in the station, but there's not a soul in sight. And it seems we have no choice but to remain in town. All the more reason to proceed with our investigation of the area. Right, so there's... Quick double check all the lights. So there's definitely nothing at the train. Don't think it's going to be in our room. Oh, there's Flora. Where'd you get off to, Flora? Me? Well, I am... Come now, look. A gentleman never forces a lady to say more than she wants to. Okay. How's your investigation going? Did you find anything more about the Elysian box? A bit, but nothing concrete. What we need is more time to comb the area for clues. We could be quite a while, so if you feel tired, go ahead and turn in. Ah well, sure hope you find a good, solid lead soon. Right. No, we don't trust her because we saw her get kidnapped. You have a piece. You know that hole in the inspector's pocket? A dog did that. Ah, we know the dog. Inspector Chelmy had an altercation with a canine by a path to the northeast corner of town. Well, dogs can sniff at mean people, you know. That's just more proof it needs to be nicer. He may seem a bit prickly at times, he's actually quite kind. Having said that, this story I heard about him concerns one of his less friendly episodes. So you're not really... not really proving the point. Okay. Charlie sent his squad out to investigate an incident. Before leaving, he said this: I want you to search the entire area shown in this map. Take any route you want, but report how many times you turned in the process. You're free to turn left or right, but U-turns are strictly forbidden. The Bobbies completed their shift and returned to report their turns. Judging by the reports though, it seems at least one man was loafing on the job. Touch the numbers you think are suspicious to mark them with an X. At least one man. Right. So am I counting up how many turns there's been? Oh, aye, with the reported turns. So, let's see. You can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You can't do U-turns. So you can't go over the line. Would that be right? You can't actually... It doesn't say anything about like retracing the steps though. Or you can't like go back, so you can't like turn here and then go back that way, but you can go over lines, maybe. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 20, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. Fucking no. Let's see if we go 1. Oh, that's just turns. So if you turned and went all the way down here, that's only 1 turn. Then 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. Just don't see how you can make any of these amount of turns in this grid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17, 18. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 4. I mean, it sounds like they're all at it, to be honest. Even if you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 20, 1, 2, 2, 3. I just like, and just collect them, right? Is even just adding up the amount of turns? Got 1, 2, 3. 10, 19. Then 20, 21, 22. Yeah, do you know what? I think this might be wrong, but it feels like they're all at it.
Puzzle solved.
Oh, okay.
Well, I suppose that's one possibility.
Yeah, that's,
eliminated.
think hard. Think hard about it. And you're like, cool. Yeah. Right. Boom, boom. We've got 3 evens and 2 odds. Even if you go 1, 2, 3. I think it actually might be the odd numbers.
Consider this puzzle solved.
Because you would need an even amount of turns to make it back to
Wonderful.
the original, your original starting point. An odd number of times it'd end up in the vertical path. Conversely, if they made an even number of turns, it'd end up in the horizontal road. Have to turn an even number of times. Do watch it in the streets. There's no telling what's out there. Cool. We've got a diary key though. We need photograph pieces. Though Lovelair Town is quite vast, so take care not to tire yourselves out. I'm sure your feet must be sore, so why not sit for a moment and enjoy this puzzle? Okay. Precious metals. Lucky you. You've inherited a 5-square plot of land that's rich in precious metals. Each chunk of copper ore has a value of 1, each silver chunk has a value of 3, and each gold chunk has a whopping value of 5. You're allowed to pick 5 squares of land for yourself, but the 5 squares must be connected to each other. Squares diagonal to each other don't count. Fair enough. You're asked to claim the most valuable 5-square plot possible. Okay. So how... Oh, so it's just like clicking like that. Right, cool. Cool. 5 squares must be connected. So then, if I do it, say like that, would that count? Because these two aren't strictly connected to each other. But anyway, if I did that, that'd be 1, 2, 3, 6. That'd be 9. That's one possibility. And then 1, 2. That's also 9. Wait, yeah, that's 9. But it's the whole like they have to be connected. That's 6, so that's not going to be it. Diagonals don't count. 2, 3, 4, 5. There's your 5 plots, and that gives you 5, 8, 10. And that gives you 9. That gives you 9. That must be the 5. That must be it. That gives you 10.
Should do the trick.
There we go.
A true gentleman leaves no puzzle unsolved.
The plot of land displayed is the only one that achieves a value of 10, the highest value possible given the conditions of the puzzle. Sorted. This periodic breaks can be quite refreshing for the mind and spirit as well as the body. Right, so we've got... What do we have? 2 bits of photos left. Haven't done that in too long. Let's have a wee look. Vala has always done what he wants. Is that a new Wario World, Si? Father has always done what he wants, regardless of who may object. He's that way with everyone, even his sons. It's no wonder my young brother always seems so irritated with him. Even so, he and I must endure Father's whims because, as the next enlightened rule Folsense, we cannot leave this town, even if we want to. We are stewards of this town and must stay here to watch over it. An old one. It's WarioWare they bring out kind of new ones of, but they've not had a Wario World in a while. Was it 4 was the last one, was it? No longer able to tolerate Father's selfish ways, my younger brother has left Folsense for good. Strangely enough, Father doesn't seem affected by it at all. If anything, he only seems more focused on excavating even more gold for the mine. That miserable ore worth so much to him, I'm beginning to think I will never understand that man. Wario Land. I knew if I asked you, you'd keep me right. Right. What? I want 14. So what if we do that? So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1, 2, 3. I don't know if this is how it's going to work, but results don't count. Force him to dash until he runs into something, so it's that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. hits that. Along this path on the site, position them calling for maximum effectiveness. And we could do that. Bring them to that. Ignoring it in favour of an apple if there is one nearby. And what if we switch these? Bring it down. Let's see how that goes.
I'm not so good at moving and stuff.
It goes for the apple. I mean, we actually still might get a 14 though. There we go.
I think I'm getting the hang of this walking thing.
There we go. Probably could get the 18, but I'm not going to bother. That's no shake dimension. World is 3D. Okay, I'm with you now. So what was the one you played on? Oh, Wario World. That's what it's called on GameCube. Fully caught up now. How was it? I checked in here before. Oh, you want T, so you're not going to give me anything like photographs. We've been down to the right. Wait. A bunch. You ever catch me doing that? I'd get all sweaty. Okay. Oh, I don't know if we've been done this way. There we go. Right. I was going to ask you if you're going to write a wee review. Always look forward to reading your reviews, Si. Business has been slower than a snail riding a tortoise, as the saying goes. No customers that don't really have much to do, unfortunately. Have any other duties here beside watching the door? And with some small tasks. For instance, the boss requested that I make some extra copies of the menu. To be honest, it's a real bother. Would you mind help me out? Help me out. Looks like I'm just doing it. Excuse me. There's plenty to do, Si. But I'm one of them. The menu you see here has been folded into thirds with print on both sides, meaning in total there are 6 pages to it. The boss needs lots of copies, but unfortunately your copy machine can only copy a maximum of 2 menu pages at once. To save time, you'll try to complete a copy of the menu in as few passes through the machine as possible. The fewest number of passes through the machine you need to make a full duplicate of the menu. Seems like it'd be 3. Just straight off. Only make copy 2 pages. Oh wait, maybe 2. Because it's folded at thirds, but when you fold it out, it's 1 page. Or am I overthinking that? That was weird. I don't know why I just sat there and did that. Was not expecting that wee emote there. Expecting this is like massive. Right. Publishing for a maximum of 2 menu pages at once. I don't know if I'm just being too simplistic here, so the copy of the menu in as few passes to the machine as possible. Feels like it'd be 2. Like, 'cause it'd be 1 page. No. Okay.
Looks like I botched that one.
Yep, fucked it up. Cheers for that. Look. Okay. There's too much of that goes on in here. I'm not a fan. Right, you can only cover a maximum of 2 menu pages at once. Right, so it is not a case of, oh, you fold it out, it's like 1A4. Cool. So a few passes, if you can only do 2, then it'd be 3. So we can only do 2 at once, and you would do A and B, C and D, E and F. I feel like that's too simple. I'm going to put that in, it'll be like, nah, you're going to need like double that or something. Oh, hold on. Alright, okay. I was thinking, well, if it's folded over, that's going to be the front and back, so there's like no actual text in that, but then... Oh no, if you want a full duplicate, then 3. So, A and B, A and B, C and D, E and F. How that picked that up, don't have a clue.
Let's see if this works.
Right.
Cake.
Yep, so... Oh, it's actually doing it differently. A and D, B and C, and E and F. Fair enough. Oh, obviously you'd have to do it that way, because you can't... Yeah. Be an idiot. Probably the nicer ways to do it. Are you sure your boss is okay with doing it like that? Nah, no one's going to notice. Everyone's usually busy picking what they want to eat. True. Right. Oh wait, there wasn't anyone in here, was there? What was? Have you ever worked up the nerve to wander out past the edge of town? The tales I've heard about what people see out there would make your blood run cold. I was out there myself to take a few pictures with my best camera. What came out was... Well, here, see for yourself. A ghostly picture. There's a ghost in the forest, or so you thought, until you realised the spectre hovering in front of you was just a figure cut out of wood hanging from a branch. Looking around the area, you notice 4 pieces of wood scattered in the grass, from which one of these wooden planks was the ghost cut out. You have 4 choices, A, B, C or D. Beware, the correct board may have flipped over in the grass. Okay. Right, so if I get flipped round, it's only got 4 fingers, so it's between these 2. I'm looking at the hands. So we've got both elbows down. It must be this one. So we've got elbows down, 5 fingers with a small tail that looks like a 3. Must be B.
And now to test my theory.
There we go.
And there we have it.
Some of them you could just fly through. I don't understand the kind of scoring system with these half the time. I don't. No one goes in, blah blah blah. We don't want hamster toys. We want toys or scraps of photos. Spoke to you. I did. Got a puzzle for you. Yeah, Beaten Hills Museum. Blah 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 blah. Museums will order a green coat to lock it up and run around town looking for something. Do you know who this person is? Everyone does. It's the same fella who owns the Voluntary Express, if you can believe it. Maybe build museums. Some weird hobby for the rich, but it seems like a waste of time to me. Alright. What use would Mr. Beluga have for a little museum like that? Who can say? For now, what's clear is that Mr. Beluga may have ties to the Helsons he's kept quiet about. Didn't Chem bagging you too? Good. Then look here at this letter I picked up off the ground. Look at this thing. Then by all means take it. It's yours. Right, we've got 1 left. We've fully checked this way. Spoke to everyone done that way. Oh wait, I spoke to you and you gave me a bit, didn't you? Which about get the pause and a bit piece of rubbish. Yep. Guy in there spoke to Aw. Whenever I spoke to him, I'm pretty sure we've been in here. We did. And we had a conversation about garlic. Let's do a camp. Is that the way it came from? It was not, but we got a wee parcel. Your friendly neighbourhood postman Parcel is at your service. Oh, Mr. Parcel, may I ask why did you come all the way out here? Believe me, son, I'd love to tell you, but that's a secret between the people of Folsense and Dropstone. Not really my place to gossip about their affairs. Well, you know what? Here, 2 straight away. I'll take that. Right, so definitely nothing down here then. Parcel doesn't have anything. You want tea? That's tough. Don't think I went this way. Looks like Granny's shack. Granny Layton shack. We'll look puzzles along the coast for journey. We know we can go. Yep. There we go. There's your second one. Can we go in? Do you have a scrap of picture for us? Set up game in town. What do you think? Pretty smart, eh? He goes tracking puzzles around town. He goes, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Don't think you get coins in here, do you? Oh, that's a lot. But you know what? I really want to find this one scrap of paper. Can't go in here, can we? No. This is the direction we came from. You were like, run about town. Yeah. You gave us one. Let's go up this way. So you want tea. Went up that direction. Unless there's something new in here. Next time we have something even more difficult. Excellent. Cool. Doors shut tight. Where is this last scrap of paper? Let's go this way. I went in here, spoke to you, and got a puzzle. No, it's near the forest. The path takes up to Helson Castle. Okay. That's the direction it came from. I have to go back down this way. You spoke to you and you gave us a puzzle. Some of the pancakes. Not where it went. That's like the big dump. Yep. Nothing more there. Excuse me. Can go into these buildings. I think you gave us one. Yep, down the mines. Yep. Yep, and I had that puzzle there, and then found out. Nothing in here. Gonna be like one person left to speak to. Nothing, right. I thought maybe we'd just put all the scraps together, but they won't let me do that until I get all of them. I spoke to you. What is this last piece? That takes us to the shack. Spoke to you. Did go in here. Oh, didn't speak to him though. Much I love antiques, I adore puzzles even more. I've got a vintage puzzle I'd love to share with you if you'd like to listen. Wonderful, this puzzle involves a certain rare vase in my collection. It's on display just over there. Right. This vase holds 101 stones, each identical in size and feel. There are 50 black stones and 51 white stones. Now, put on this blindfold, reach in and pull out as many stones as you like. When you're finished, if you've removed an equal number of black and white stones, you'll receive a number of gold coins equal to the number of stones you pulled out. How many stones should you remove to give yourself the best chance of getting the most money possible? Well, okay. If you remove an equal number of black and... Oh, if you remove an equal number of black and white stones, you'll see a number of gold equal to the number of stones you pulled out. Well, the chances would be... Pull it 100? No. What am I thinking? Aye. You got 101, and there's 50 black and 50 white. And you only get money if you pull out an equal number of black and white stones. Welcome back, Kashi. How was the meeting? Hope it was a nice, smooth one for you. Sorry. That was rude. Most of how's your weekend? I did. The lovely bit of small talk that everyone adores in these meetings. Right. So it would be... This seems dead. It's 101. Chances of you pulling out one black, one white. You'd want to pull out like 100.
And now to test my theory.
Yeah. You're going to want to leave one in.
Ha! Wonderful.
Remove a stone of vase, only one remaining inside. If that remaining stone is white, it means you successfully removed 50 stones of each colour. Of course, removing just 2 stones, you get the same chance of winning the coins as removing 100 stones. But that money you receive, successfully removing 100 stone, dwarfs the reward you receive of 2. Brain like yours is a real collector's item. Give me a piece of paper. What is photograph? All I want is just one bit of scrap. That's it. Okay. I'm going around in circles. I've clearly not spoke to everyone. Why does everyone make scuff about warning people about the castle? Right, okay, blah, 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 blah. I've had this conversation. Yeah. If you're going to give me anything else, then don't speak to me. Do you have anything on you? No. Right, it's definitely not going to let me go down. Okay. Right, there's nothing here, and he's just going to say, oh, here, check the castle. Right. There's definitely nothing else lying about. Nothing amongst all this. Oh, there's a coin though. Is we garlic man? Yep. Yep. Top of garlic. This is getting ridiculous. Where is this scrap paper? This is the shack. I'm not gonna have to go through all these because like one of them gives us it can be one of these because this is still the section I'm going through. Low full shapes. 3 of the shapes form a whole cube when fitted together. Start again. 3 of the shapes form a whole cube when fitted together with an identical shape. However, one shape below is different in this regard and doesn't form a cube when joined with another identical shape. Look all the odd shape out from choices A, D below. It would be this one. Because if these are if they're identical to the other half of that, they would slot in. But this has got this extra piece here, so that wouldn't fit.
This should do the trick.
There we go.
True gentleman leaves no puzzle unsolved.
Told you it was that wee extra bit. Old car. Awful at these ones. Another inconveniently shaped board. This one is even more unwieldy than last, so you need to cut it into 2 pieces to reassemble to form a rectangle. Assuming you aren't allowed to flip either of the pieces ever once the board is cut, where should you make the cut in order to make a rectangle out the pieces? Right. I just realised that's got a big 5 in the middle. If I cut it here. Oh, hold on. What if I cut it down the way? Don't think that'll talk either, actually. Does it need to be 4 high, 5 across? If I cut it like that and then mush that together, nah, there'd be loads of gaps still. Actually, unless if I do cut it there, and then I can move it down and then in, that would only leave us with 3 high, and it needs to be 4 high. Right, so if it needs to be 4 high, it can't be that way. You found a box of ethical toilet paper recently, and you feel like a proper adult. Also got paper towel and tissues. Ethical toilet paper. Oh, like all the recycled stuff. Were the paper towels and tissues also ethically sourced? Ethically sourced. Ethical. Hopefully. Oh, I've held naked paper. Do need to get more of that. Do we? Do need paper towels, so I have to look that up. Where'd you get them from? Somebody's at the door. Right, so I can't cut that way, but could I cut? Can I cut like that? Cut there, cut there. In a temporary visa position, you keep putting it off. Putting what off? Like... so confused. Like, oh, because of the amount. Right, okay, I get what you mean. So confused. I was like, so you haven't been ordering toilet paper? Yeah. Right, the amount, you mean. I understand. I've got it now. Although, hold on. What if we go 1, 2, 3, 4? Cut there and there. I think it might be right.
This should do the trick.
That's it. There and there.
A true gentleman
Maneuver it,
leaves
Rin.
no puzzle unsolved.
That's the one. Better known it's ethical environment. Oh, absolutely. Like, totally. The mayoral election. Right, yeah. You might get through it. Yeah, if you don't, always people in the toilet roll. You just dish it, donate it. Unused, obviously. 3 people at odds with one another are running for mayor in the upcoming town election. They are all locals of the town, which has a voter population of 40. In order to win, a candidate must get more votes than any other candidate. If each of the 40 voters cast a single vote and every vote is recognised, what is the fewest number of votes a candidate needs to secure victory? So, if we do 30, you get 10, 10, 10, 13, 14. The fewest, it would need to get 14. That would leave 26. Yeah, so 14.
Here goes. Looks like I botched that one.
Oh, wait a minute. We assume that they all vote for themselves, because population of 40, they're voting for each other. So it'd leave 37. Then 37, 13.
Just
Wait.
leave it to me. Looks like I botched that one.
Oh, do that. Oh, okay, start again. Fine. So, I think it would be 14 though. If you got 40, we divide that by amongst the 3 candidates. That's like 13 votes and then 1 left over. So they would need to get a minimum, and if they're all voting for themselves, that's 3 votes taken care of, which leaves 7. Which would leave they would need to get at least 13. Or at least 14. Unless it is, they would need 12 because one's 13. And then the extra one would go to them, so they'd need to get...
Let's see if this works.
Fuck me, man.
Well, I'm stumped.
I feel like this should be really simple, and it's just not happening. Unless I'm not counting right, and it should be 15 is the least they would need to get that.
Let's see if this works.
Jesus, man. Honestly.
Looks like
Right.
I botched that one.
The most annoying thing is I don't actually need to do this. People are always running for the mayor upcoming town election. They're all locals of the town, which is a vote population of 40. All they win, a candidate must get more votes than any other candidate. Right. If each of the 40 voters cast a single vote and every vote is recognised, what's the fewest number of votes the candidate needs to secure victory? So I do need to do them. Right, cool. Right. Three people are at odds with one another are running for mayor in the upcoming town election. There are locals at the town which vote a population of 40. In order to win, candidate must get more votes than any other candidate. Right, with you. Each of the 40 voters casts a single vote, and every vote is recognised what is the fewest number of votes. I don't know how. Do you know what? Because right, so 37. Got to that. Three candidates themselves also have the right to vote. Of course, since each of them wants to win, you can take for granted each candidate will vote for themselves. Got to that point. 40 votes minus the 3 votes cast per candidate leaves 37. Yes, find the number of votes it takes to gain a majority in a pool of 37 and add 1 additional vote to that sum. Right, so to get a majority for that, if you're... Wait, you would need half of that, not a third. So then... 18, 19?
Here goes.
Fuck off, man.
Whoops. That wasn't right.
Find the number of votes it takes to get a majority in a pool of 37. So half of that would be 18. Half of 18 is 36, so it'd need to be 19. And if you're going to vote for yourself, that mean 20. Oh, no losing any, so I might as well just take a punt again. But fine. If it takes it as a 2.
Let's see if this works.
Ah,
Okay.
right. Yep, the half of that. Right. We got it. Eventually. Do you know what? We've got 4 left. 4 left, and then we can find this last piece of paper. Right. In a far-off country, there's a king whose favourite pastime is showing off. Yeah. Aye. That I realised obviously last second is like, yeah, we don't need to deal with halves. No, we don't need to deal with thirds. That's the issue. Obviously, thrown with the fact it's like, oh, there's 3 of them, and that blah blah blah. Yeah, we don't need more than half. Oh, stupid, but we got there eventually. So, in a far-off country, there's a king whose favourite pastime is showing off the latest possessions he's collected. The subjects of the kingdom are forbidden from purchasing new items until the king has owned them for a month or so. Only once he's tired of his new purchase can the common folk finally buy that item for themselves. However, the other day the king bought a new item that had him all but commanding his subjects to buy one as soon as possible. That would be the phone. Because if he's the only one with the phone, how's he going to talk to anyone?
And now to test my theory. Ha! Wonderful.
Yep. Right, this is what I'm going to struggle with now. That one was too easy. Or I got it too easily. Right. There is a fellow with very particular rules about when he wears his hat. When it's sunny, he always wears his hat. When it's rainy, he doesn't wear his hat. When it's cloudy, he doesn't wear his hat. Unless it's been cloudy for 2 days in a row, in which case he wears his hat on the second of these days. Below is a schedule of when this fellow decides to wear his hat over the course of 1 week. Use the panels to fill in the weather for each day of the week. Right. So, sunny, he'll always wear it. This last one's what I want to focus on. When it's cloudy, He doesn't wear his hat unless it's been cloudy for 2 days in a row. So, he's not wearing his hat. So wear his hat if it's been cloudy 2 days in a row. So that one must mean it can't be cloudy because he'd be wearing his hat. Doesn't wear his hat when it's cloudy unless it's been cloudy for 2 days. Means that must be sunny. That also must be sunny. So he's not wearing his... When it's rainy, he doesn't wear his hat. He wears it when it's sunny. Hold on. Back up a sec. So it's cloudy, he's not wearing his hat. Clouds 2 days in a row. Right, so that cloudy can't be there. Because if it was the second day in a row, he'd be wearing his hat. He's not wearing it, so can't be there. When it's cloudy, it doesn't wear his hat, so it could be cloudy there. And he doesn't wear his hat when it's raining. Can I move that one? No. So, doesn't wear it when it's raining unless it's been cloudy for 2 days in a row and they wear it on the second day. No, not that one. And then sunny, sunny. Unless it's cloudy here, I would presume that last Sunday was cloudy.
This should do the trick. And there we have it.
If you assume that the Monday shown was the second cloudy day in a row. There we go. Right, to the left. Okay, cards labelled 1 to 6 are arranged in order as shown below. Rearrange them so that they satisfy the following conditions. The sum of the numbers in the top row must be 1 less than the sum of the numbers in the bottom row. The 2 cards in the right column add up to 5. 5 card must be to the immediate left of the 4, and the 1 card must be placed in the left column. Right, so 1 needs to stay on this side. 2 cards in the right column must add up to 5. So if that's on left, this one doesn't count. So adding up to 5 can only be these 2. Some of the numbers in the top row must be 1 less. That's 6, 9, 10, 5, 9, 11. The 5 card must be to the immediate left of the 4. This doesn't add up. Although, that'd be fine actually. So the sum of the numbers in the top row must be 1 less than the sum of the bottom row. So that's 10, that's 11. That's fine. 2 cards in the right column must add up to 5, which is 5. 5 card must be to the immediate left of the 4. It's there. The 1 card must be placed in the left. That looks like it satisfies all the conditions. Go.
Piece of cake.
And, oh, a new hamster toy. Tricky digits. Whew, last one. 2 cards sit on a table. Each has a different single-digit number written on it. When set side by side, they form a 2-digit number. Then by flipping their order, you can make another 2-digit number. Adding the total from these 2-digit numbers gives you one of the totals shown below. Which is it? Right, 2 cards sit on a table. Each has a different single-digit number written on it. Oh, so right, okay, right, different. So it's 4 different numbers. And then by flipping their order, you can make another 2-digit number. Adding the total from these 2-digit numbers gives you one of the totals shown below. Okay. Let's see. So if the least is 44, then it could be one is 23, 31. Oh, they're all different though. Because there's a different single digit number. And 68. Be. Oh, that wouldn't work either. Or 88 could be 69. No, that'd be 11. Could be. Hold on. Oh, what was I saying? 69. 69 would have to be 11, so that's that. But if it was 68 and 12, you could. And then by flipping them, you could make 86 and 21. That right, so that doesn't add up. Okay. But what if you did? Oh wait. Oh, hold on. 60 and 12, and then if you flip them, it'd be 86 and 21. That would give you 107. Isn't one of the answers. Can't be that. But 60. I never said 69. Oh, I said it once. Okay. And the rest of the time was 68. Shh. Shh. Let's. What if it did? Be 120, and then say 13, but that gets flipped to 74 and 31, which makes 105, which isn't a number. There must be like a. I should have said 67. Hold on. And damn it. Run out of numbers to think of here. What if I do 32? Picking out words at random here. Then that makes 3 and 4. That makes 77. There's one. 12, 34. You want it 43, which makes 64. 68. Though, if I did 12 and. No, the. Seven. Hold on. 12 and 74. If you flip them to make 21 and 47, which makes 68.
This should do the trick. Well, I suppose you can't win them all.
That's annoying. So each is a different single digit number. So 12, 74, you flip that to make 21, 47, which gives you 68. You can make another 2-digit number, adding the total from these two 2-digit numbers gives you one of the totals shown. Oh. Right, I think I see what I'm doing here. So I need to add them. So it'd be like 12 plus 74 makes 86. Then you flip them, and that makes 68. But then... Oh, shit. Hold on. Oh, that's fine. Went to delivery and just got a notification, but it's not coming until like 2:45, so I should be alright. So is it saying that add the total from these two digit numbers gives you one of the totals shown below? So if you do... No, that have to be the same number. Could do 5. No, that wouldn't work either. 81 or 131. 467. That. No, that'd be 4. Then 10, 1, 2, 1. So if we do 68 and 54, and that becomes 86, 5 makes 131. There's two different numbers.
Should do the trick.
Honestly, the amount of times I'm writing these sums down,
I suppose that's one possibility eliminated.
and it's telling me no. Do you know what? Just give me the answer. Just right. So we've done 68. Yep, 68. That was wrong. 131 is wrong. You know what? Just guess.
Consider this puzzle solved.
I can't even just guess the right answer.
I suppose that's one possibility eliminated.
Right. Hold on. It can't be 44 because that just doesn't add up. Either way. If we do 61, no, 61, 29, be 90, that's too much. Do 51 and 19. If you flip that, that's 107. Go it. Layton's getting too bloody sassy.
Solved.
Off, man.
Well, I suppose you can't win them all.
All these sums where I'm getting, like, sums adding up to these answers and it's still telling me no. So, do you know what? 101. Must be the answer. Don't know how.
To test my theory. Oh, my. This one is quite formidable.
I think 44 is the only one I haven't picked.
And now to test my theory.
How? How?
A true gentleman leaves no puzzle unsolved.
1, 2, 21, 33, 35 plus 53 is 88. As you can see, the sum of the two-digit numbers with inverted digits is always a multiple of 11. Of the 6 options presented, the only multiple of 11 is 44. It said they were all different. Oh. Okay. Okay. I thought I had to pick 2 different numbers. Like 2 sets of different numbers, not pick 2 numbers and then flip them. Yep. 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 I misread it. I'm just an idiot, Si. You know this. We all know this. Where's this last piece of paper? So it won't let me go through the forest. Fine. Spoke to the guy in there. Doesn't have anything. Spoke to this guy, and he's talking about garlic. I think if I'd read that one first, maybe I would have read it more carefully. Or if I understood it. I spoke to Parcel, didn't I? Just like, oh, I hope you figure it out. Yeah. So, no photograph here. No photograph in this section. No photograph in these people here. Can't get down the forest just yet. She just wants tea. That takes us to this area. That takes us to the shack. Let's go this way first. You want tea? You can fuck up. Nothing. No, just big windies. Oh, hold on a minute. I thought I could click on that and get a closer look, and there might be a bit of paper on it. That's just, yep, doors are closed, and you're like, you'll figure out a more difficult puzzle for us. Fine. I do like the puzzle he gave us. You're just being a wee dick. I think you gave us a piece already. Yep, oh, but DMs. Some of the maths degree probably lost more test marks in my life to not reading the question than the answer. Wait, I didn't even read the question or get the answer, so you're doing better than I am. Right, nothing here, nothing here. Unless... what if I need to go back and speak to Flora? I think Flora's the only person I haven't spoken to. Or fake Flora, because we know it's not the real one. The fourth screen. Well, I'm struggling enough with these ones. Did I spoke to? Oh, my notes are just horrendous. I'll show you what I wrote last time. For that. It's just a bunch of sums. Like, a whole load of incorrect sums. I mean, it's obvious. It's pretty obvious when I'm wasting time. Spoke to all yous. That takes us back to here. I was speaking out loud, saying what I was writing. Don't know if any of that was coherent mumblings right enough. You want tea? You can do one. Make your own tea. Right, let's spoke to those. Speak to them again. Blah blah. Never take a rest every so often. Enough. Writing sums but adding up, not working. That's the flower. That's fine. Nope. We're here resting. Okay. Nothing else, nothing. Nothing in the mirror. Spoke to you. We are looking for scraps of torn photograph. It's rubbish then. I'm pretty sure there's someone off by the forest. I just met a girl who went to direction sales and castle and I bump into you two. Girl, you say? She looked like a classy lass, probably in her late teens. Not with you two then? Must be talking about Katia, Professor. She would certainly fit the description. I think she's after Duke Herzen's fortune? I didn't get that impression from our brief meeting, but something is odd, that's for certain. Enough talk. We've got a lead in the location of the final foes. Scrap. We must make our way to the forest gate. How many times was that at that forest gate? Unreal, man. Go. Meanwhile, elsewhere. So you'd say he comes to town fairly often? Oh, yes, I mean, think about it. He takes the Monetary Express for free whenever he wants. I suppose that's one of the perks of owning your own railway. Oh, and whenever I see him around, he's always with some hippie in a conductor's outfit. 9 times out of 10 I've seen him, he's having a go at the conductor about one thing or another. Seems to be searching for something, though I don't know what. Whatever it is, must be pretty special for a rich guy like him can't buy it. I still don't see the fuss over this Elysian box. As far as I'm concerned, it's just a box. Inspector, pardon me, sir, but I just retrieved word from headquarters. His alibi checks out. Is that so? And that's that then, isn't it? Barton, we've got our man. Gather all the suspects at the hotel and we'll put this case to bed. But sir, if we know who the murderer is, shouldn't we be making an arrest and be done with it? Ah, Barton, sometimes I think you might be the thickest bobby I've ever met. There's no greater thrill in life of a detective than accusing the guilty party in front of a crowd. This is the moment the whole case has been built towards. Gather everyone up on the double. Yes, sir. Let's grab this piece of paper. That wee bastard wasn't there before. Talk about a spooky place. Do you think the path beyond that gate leads to the castle, Professor? From what I can tell, yes. Gosh, anyone who would live out in the middle of a spooky forest like that must be a little batty. No wonder people think whoever's out there is a vampire. Yep. Maybe they just want to be left alone. Look. No. So people constantly going on about a Elysian box, for example. Show a little courage, boy. Oh, what's this? Something stuck in this fence. It's the last piece of the photograph. Right. Jigsaw time. Hunted down all 16 pieces of that peculiar photo. Reassemble the pieces to reveal the contents of the image. Rotate a piece by touching aside and spinning it around. Right. This looks like it could be the box. So that could be a top bit. We're working on these curved bits being the top. And these bits being the bottom. Fit. That doesn't quite fit. Maybe that's the one. Oh, not that one. That could be the bottom. Yep. Also the bottom. Yup. And the top. It doesn't fit there, but it does fit in there. Quite nicely in there. Oh, nice. No. Oh, wait. Right. What I'm looking for, a bit with a wee jagged piece. Nah. Right, let's try and find the edge of that wee sphere, which looks like this bit. Nice. That fit. I'm starting to think I might have done this upside down. Does that fit that way? So I've got the pieces, but they're all upside down. Cool. Right. Hold on. Put them up there. So at least know what side they might be on. No. That one. That one. Stop flipping just yet. God. Right. Now we've got these 4. Didn't want to do that. This side. Oh, for God's sake. Right. There, and then in here. This. I cannot believe I did that upside down. Right. So, no, don't flip that. This. Over here. Flip this. Oh my God. Right. Getting there. And then there, and there. That was ridiculous.
See if this works.
Oh,
Piece of cake.
I mean, it looks like a box. Actually looks like a goat head, but also a frog. Look, what I eventually guess, I'd say that what we see before us is the Elysian box itself. Look, the design of the top of the box looks the same as the one in the front of the fountain. Yes, I noticed that. What an unusual emblem. The imagery seems to resemble some sort of monster, doesn't it? That seems appropriate, doesn't it? I mean, the box did kill poor Dr. Schrader after all. Well, perhaps it did and perhaps it didn't. We won't know until we have the actual item in our hands. For now, our best course of action might be to show this photo to the townsfolk and see what they say. Sounds good to me. Who knows, maybe the photo will help jog someone's memory or... Oh. Seriously? The wind blew away one of the photo pieces. This is quite an unfortunate turn of events. With that piece missing, the emblem looks completely different. Less evil and more like a frog. Well, if we lose any more pieces, it won't look like anything at all. Let's paste the remaining pieces down so we don't lose any more of the wind. What the fuck were they doing before? When reconstructed, the photograph depicts the Elysian box. Right up to here with photo pieces. I'm done with photo pieces. I swear, see if they're like, you're going to have to find the last one. Nah, we'll just skip the game completely. While the box almost looking goat, which needs to be appropriate given the box's sinister reputation. And now, a large ominous symbol in the shape of a goat's head decorates the top of the Elysian box. This same symbol can be spotted in the town of Folsense. What connection exists between the box and the town? You going to let us go up now, or...? Nope. Okay. I suppose we should better head back to the hotel. For... Oh, there we are. Well, my good man, whatever is the matter? The inspector has found the person responsible for Dr. Schrader's murder. I have strict orders to round everyone up at the hotel as quickly as possible, sir. Understood. Understood. We should head there without delay. Come on, look, let's hurry. Now we've got the big, oh, here's everything. We know it's going to be wrong. Because it's Chelmy. Road to Helsen Castle. Well, let's just head straight there. I'm not going to piss about with these folk. How far is this hotel? Alright, Chelmy, what have you got to say? So glad you could finally join us. With you here, we now have every suspect and the murder of Dr. Schrader gathered in this room. Alright. A few days ago, renowned archaeologist Dr. Andrew Schrader was found dead in his London home. His murderer is still at large, but look around you. You could very well be sitting next to the culprit. Suspect? Me? Utter nonsense. What reason can I possibly have to kill a man I don't even know? But slow in the uptake, eh? Mr. Beluga, every person in this room is after the Elysian box. That box ties each of you to a dead man, so there's no doubt that one of you here did the deed. I'm sure putting this case together has been a triumph of police work, Inspector. So tell me, what facts have you unearthed in these last few days? Watch closely, Mr. Layton. This is how we unravel mysteries at the Yard. The Yard. You have my full attention, Inspector. Please, hypothesize away. I first learned of Folsense through evidence obtained in the late Doctor's apartment. According to his notes, Schrader spent quite some time here in town researching the Elysian box. When I learned that he died shortly after returning home to London, everything became crystal clear. I believe our criminal first spotted the Doctor when he was inquiring about the Elysian box here in town. Spying a chance to obtain the coveted box, the fiend followed the Doctor in London and murdered him. Well, that's a deduction worthy of London's finest. So, out with it then. Who's our man? Hold your horses, I'm getting there. To summarise, the culprit must have been to Folsense before. What's more, this person must have also had the ability to travel freely between here and London. Now, as we all know, only those affiliated with the Voluntary Express have that ability. And now all eyes turn to Mr. Beluga, eh? Well, turn them back. Mr. Beluga stated he was in London conducting business that day, and his alibi checked out. Well, if it's not Mr. Beluga, that's right. The murderer stands before us, and his name is... Sammy Thunder. What? You gotta be kidding, man. I know Mr. Beluga ordered you to turn over every stone in this town to find the Elysian box. He worked you like a dog and you've resented that treatment. So you decided to beat him to the punch and make off with the precious box. There's an outrage. Samuel, what do you say for yourself? I'm being framed. You're out of your gourd, man. Now I've seen the box eluded me for so long. Been holding out on me, Samuel. No, I haven't. I swear on my favourite leather trousers. Come on, Uncle. You're such a good saying. You're good. Come on, Uncle. You know me. I'm a wild card, but I've never done anything as crazy as that. You'll have plenty of time to make your excuses later. From your cell, that is. Come along. So the conductor did it. I didn't think he had it in him, but at least we can all rest easy now. See, if you say you don't love a girl, I think you're a liar. Gonna be honest. Do you really think Sam could have committed such an awful crime? Well, all we have to go on is a single-tone photograph recovered from the Doctor's apartment. So that's the Elysian box. Very fancy. I like the cute goat design on the top. How would you know about the goat design if you've never seen it? Because without that piece, it looks like a frog or a toad. Oh my, Flora. Thank you, Flora. I know something didn't feel quite right, but thanks to you, it's all come into focus. Do tell, Professor.
Oh, come on, officer, man. My only crime is rocking, and rocking ain't a crime. Yow! Let me go.
You come along quietly if you know what's good for you.
Just a moment, Inspector Shelby. I believe we've all committed a large and rather unfortunate oversight.
Can't you see I'm in the middle of something right now, Layton?
Where are you going with this, Professor?
No one here has ever seen the Elysian box that we've been looking for.
Mm-hmm.
The one and only piece of visual evidence we possess is this torn photograph.
Mm-hmm.
And get to the point.
The point is this, Inspector. The only person who could know what the Elysian box looks like is the suspect you're after. And it is this person who must have stolen the box in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and I've got the slippery fellow right here.
Ow! Take it easy, officer!
Put down, you hooligan.
And watch the hair, will ya? Wow!
Sorry to disappoint, but he's not the culprit.
Score.
What? Stop talking in circles and get to the point, Layton. Who should be wearing the handcuffs?
Isn't it obvious? If the criminal does indeed reside in our midst, he or she would be the only one of us to see the Elysian box in person, which means the culprit. Must be you there.
What? Flora?
Inspector, look here.
That's the photo I dropped.
Indeed. This, for those who don't know, is a piece of evidence recovered by the inspector. It's a photo of the Elysian box, and I have every confidence that this shot depicts the real thing.
So, this little knick-knack here is what started the whole mess? To be
Mhm.
honest, it's a bit outlandish for my taste. What with the bizarre frog head on it.
Mm-hmm.
Aha!
I see you've put the pieces together too, Luke.
Ahead of both these, come on
The
now.
emblem decorating the top of this box depicts not a frog, but a goat.
A goat? Not by my eyes, it doesn't.
Exactly.
That's just it. This photograph is missing the piece containing the goat's eyes. In its current form, the image looks like a frog to most people, as was the case with you, Inspector. Flora, dear, I believe you said the design looked like a cute goat, did you not?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Well, that clears things up nicely. If you say you saw a goat, that must mean you've seen the real Elysian box before.
why you?
Who are you really?
Well played, Layton.
it's always the eyes, isn't it? And the fact that she was lying from when she got kidnapped.
I'm sure you're very proud of yourself for seeing through my disguise again.
It looks so odd with this setup. Curse you, Layton. Curse you in that foppish hat of yours. Don Paolo, that's his name. I beat you to the boxing. Given a little more time, would have beaten you to cracking its secret. And of course, the health and fortune would have been mine. But that ship has sailed now. So you're the one that had the Elysian box all along. Another brilliant deduction from Layton's apprentice. Clearly he's learned from the best. He did. Yeah, he's like taller, he's wider, like he's not a tiny slim child. But yes, you're right, little man. I stole off the old fella who was snoozing on the floor. Geezer probably caught a cold sleeping on the ground like that. Not that I care one iota. Snoozing? But Dr. Schrader wouldn't sleep on the floor. Wait, if you've been posing as Flora, then where's the real Flora? Oh, she's probably making very small crop circles in that old dropstone barn I left her in. I mean, she's just sitting there fuming because you bumblers didn't even notice we switched places. But I must thank you two dolts for your help. You've given me more than enough information. The jig may be up, but the dance is far from over. I'm so close to unlocking the secret of the Elysian box. Now I need to merely take this box to the... Oh, they're right there, you scoundrel. Alright. Got a lot of questions, you'll answer them once I escort you back to London. Where do you think you're going? Oh, you got you slippery devil. You minutes them off. You've no idea just how slippery I can be. Don't just stand there, the bum's getting away. Fool, do you really think a soft-bodied flatfoot like yourself could catch me? But so long, Layton. Layton's just standing there watching this. Oh, wait for me, Inspector. It'd be really handy if he dropped the box. Look at the pair of them shake a leg. Didn't think they had it in them. I must say, I never once suspected Don Paolo had been posing as Flora, and for so long. I just hope the real Flora's okay. I absolutely can't forget to pick her up on the way back to London. What is happening here? Some lassie's been kidnapped. It's like, oh, do you know what? It's fine. She's playing with cows. You're like, no, she was kidnapped and stuck in a barn somewhere, and you're just like, Joel, we'll get her in the way back. We're busy here and now. Another thing I can't get in my head is what Don Paolo said about Dr. Schrader. He was talking, it sounded like he did. He didn't sound like he killed Dr. Schrader. If he didn't, then who did? You're spot on there, Luke. Something else is responsible for the Doctor's death. Right now, I'd say the Legion box is the key to learning what that something is. Then it looks like you've reached a dead end. Only Don Paolo hadn't run off with the box that he dropped. Well, that was handy. Oh, look at that. Don Paolo must have dropped it when he was running away from Inspector Chelmy. So this is it. The Elysian box. That's the box. Inside sleeps the key unlocking my family's fortune. What? Mr. Layton, I'm going to ask you to hand over that box now. As a son of the late Duke Helsen, I am the rightful owner of that box. This box belongs to the Helsens. You're hard of hearing, boy. Inside this box is the key to cracking the secret of the Helsen fortune. Seeing as how I share the bloodline, that box should pass into my hands and no one else's. Well, that does change things. I suppose we'll have to... Mr. Beluga, listen to yourself. You're no more entitled to that box than I am, or any other person in this room for that matter. You listen here, Porter. This is none of your business, so I suggest you keep your cake hole shut. No, I'm sorry, but I won't stand by and watch you claim that box as your own. If anyone has a rightful claim to that box, it's the current Duke of Folsense himself. Besides, I've heard about you. You turned your back in this town and left of your own free will. In my book, your claim to the fortune was lost the day you walked out of Folsense. Oh, is that so? You got some nerve, you know that? What Krantz says is true. I'm afraid I can't hand this box over to you in good conscience, sir. Hey, Uncle, what do you say we give up on chasing this box? I'm sick of sneaking around all the time. Don't you dare tell me how to run my affairs, Samuel. I think you've forgotten who got you your job. I never even wanted to be a conductor in the first place. Plus, playing errand boy is getting old, man. It's more than a guy like me can take. Sammy Thunder wasn't born to work a 9-to-5 gig. Sammy Thunder was born to rock you out. Hey world, I'm climbing on the rock train and riding it to the top. I'm not doing that big screaming yeah. Samuel, what are you babbling about? Come back here at once. Sorry, Mr. Beluga, but I think I'll have to hold on to this box for the moment. Yep, we're jumping on that train. Well, if he's taking that train back, how are we getting out of Folsense? You do what you want. I hope that awful box cusses all of you twice over. Another mystery solved. The villain who made off with the Legion box was none other than Don Paolo, brilliant scientist and Professor Layton's self-proclaimed nemesis. To find riches associated with Antique, he disguised himself as Flora and tailed Layton and Luke. Another done. Beluga was searching for the Elysian box, which he believed contained clues regarding the vast Helsen family fortune. As a member of the Helsen family, he felt entitled to any family riches, though some people in Folsense strongly objected to his claims. It seems Don Paolo wasn't responsible for the Doctor's death at all. Maybe it really was the Elysian box that killed him. Maybe it was just old age. Like, it sounds like he was already on the floor by the time Don Paolo arrived on the scene. Perhaps you're right, Luke. The box could very well contain a lethal element that killed the Doctor. But without opening the box ourselves, how can we be sure? Surely you don't mean... Do look. We must open the box. It's the only way. Please just hold on a moment. Why, Catia's here. Is there any way I can convince you to let me have that box? It's of vital importance. Before I do that, I would need to know more first. Why is this box so important to you? It's not for me to say, but I must deliver that box to somebody important. I must. And that would be... I can't tell you anymore, but once I'm done, I'm certain this awful curse will go away forever. The curse will end and everything will be over and done with. And he'll... What is it you're getting at? Somebody, anybody, come quickly. Somebody else just got taken away to Helsen Castle. The vampire's going to suck his blood and then he'll steal his soul. Why'd it have to be him? Why? That guy had a heart of gold. No, that's impossible. Wait, Katia, where are you running off to? She certainly left in a hurry. Maybe all that vampire talk scared her off. Oh no, not the vampire. Do you know what she was talking about, Professor? I could barely follow what she was saying. I'm as confused as you are, look. But after our discussion, I'm doubly sure now that this box contains a greater secret. The path to understanding everything lies right before us. While potentially perilous, opening the box seems to be the only course of action left to us. Understood, Professor. Right, let's take this to our room so we can open the box away from prying eyes. Oh, we're getting to open the box finally. We save. Getting another save just to be sure. And the box opening will have to be for tomorrow. Oh, that's how I often get. Oy. There you go. There's your cliffhanger for the day. We've got the Legion box. We've solved a good few, what they called, mysteries. Oh, mate, it's not so much sweat. It's just it's like that hat pressing against me, man. Oof. Hold on. Get another wee save, just to be sure. That can go. Right. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. Possibly with the end of this. So if we do finish this tomorrow, we'll have an announcement for Thursday. So you're going to want to be around for that, obviously. I mean, I know what's happening, but you don't. Let's see. Anyone else on? I think Crash is meant to be on today. Oh no, that was Tuesday. Oh, Mikey's on at 6. No one else on. You know what? We'll do a wee offline raid. There you go. Mikey's on at 6 with some more LA Noir. Oh, it should be good times. Oh, stay that. What's that? What's that stupid mark in my head? Anyway, I'm going to head off. You enjoy the rest of your day. Cheers for being here. Not taking the piss too much when I'm getting all these puzzles wrong, and you just let me get on with it, and then having a go at me for getting it wrong, but not during. So improvement. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your Monday. Where we're up to, we're back tomorrow, probably with finale of Rest of Layton. So that should be good. Until then, take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you all on Tuesday. Oh, Crash. Hey, Crash. Bye, Crash. Yep, we're done. Done for the day. We're heading off to have an offline Mikey raid. But very good timing. But hi, Crash. Bye. enjoy your afternoon. Well, I think we're at endgame now. So tomorrow I think we'll be finishing it, and Thursday will be something new. But raid's about to happen. So take care. I'm going to get some lunch. Enjoy. Bye.